on weight loss. The seeds build immunity. It promotes sexual health, boosts libido and fertility, reduces inflammation, improves skin health, strengthens hair, boosts metabolism, and reduces the risk of prostate. Watermelon seeds are also said to reduce the effects of asthma. It lowers blood sugar and prevents osteoporosis.
Watermelon seeds contain antioxidants, which are very important as they help prevent infections. Nutrients found in watermelon seeds include vitamin B, potassium, magnesium, copper, iron, folate, zinc.
So, while enjoying your sweet watermelon, remember not to throw away the seeds as they can be consumed raw or fried. Take note of the saying that too much of everything is a disease. Take precautions of excess intake of watermelon and spare yourself the risk of being sick. Remember not to throw away the seeds of watermelon the next time you consume the fruits. Eyageno Paul, KBC.
That's very interesting.
Yeah,
to know that watermelon is this. We know that it is sweet. Okay. We know that it's like someone said, it calms the temperature.
perhaps I'm sure he meant when it's hot.
Yes.
Yeah, it has liquid, the liquid
because of the water inside.
Gets him hydrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but what I never knew was the weight loss aspect, because since it is sweet, I would assume, or I used to think, it can even make someone add weight,
calories.
And then the other issue of lowering blood sugar. So as a diabetic patient, you may want to run away. This is sweet or something, but this report says it helps to cut down weight. It helps to lower blood sugar, but I'm sure not in excess, not eating it in excess, because that has been said. And the aspect of it being an antioxidant with so many nutrients. Nature is indeed wonderful. God actually made provision for us, in the plants, in the fruits and everything. And if we stick to it, I'm sure a lot of illnesses, that take people to the hospital would be eliminated. But we are always going for fried things, big things and all of that. So we need to take more fruits and more watermelon.
Yeah. That's why we come here every now and then
to learn,
enlighten people and to also learn.
Yeah.
But besides all this, let me not say boo, because the information is really important.
Yeah.
I love to enjoy my watermelon without the seeds. So please,
but they are told to get the seeds from now.
And whenever I want to buy watermelon, I just keep hoping. I hope there won't be too much seeds in it, so I don't get obstructed.
But why don't you try it? It's
sure
because
will.
you've not been eating it before.
I sure will. I've always seen the seeds as distractions, obstructions.
And I think I heard something about frying it.
Yeah, frying it. Anyway.
Okay, maybe blending it will also. I think it's worth trying. Yeah. Okay, the next report, the signing of the Petroleum Industry Act in 2021 has provided a legal, regulatory and fiscal framework to mark a new era in the development of oil-bearing communities. The act also is expected to address decades of unrest, underdevelopment and neglect of these communities. This made the Senate and House of Representatives introduce the Host Communities Development Trust to engender mutual coexistence, prosperity, and speedy development of host communities. Board of Trustees have been inaugurated by some of these oil affiliates like NNPC to manage their coexistence with host communities. This report takes a look at the onerous task saddled on the board.
With the introduction of Host Communities Development Trust, there has been a positive roadmap as stipulated in the PIA and a sustainable framework for prosperity in the oil and gas host communities, the reason it was established. The NNPC Limited has set that prosperity in motion with the inauguration of a 14-man board of trustees to ensure the implementation of Host Communities Development Trust.
I think it's a major milestone that we are achieving today. So the essence of this body is to support us so that we can grow. Then the question is, what is the need for you? As we grow, our budget grows. As our budget grows, what happens to you? Your fund also grows. So it is a win-win for all of us. Today, as we inaugurate your boards, we are trusting that, having gone through the lecture series, we all are aware of our responsibilities. We want to assure you, as NNPC Limited and our JV partners, we will support you.
The trustees are to manage the trust funds efficiently, which will foster a cordial relationship with the host communities and engender a positive sense of belonging, which will in turn protect the oil facilities in the region for a smooth oil production and the good of the nation's economy. As a set law, NNPC will be making an annual contribution of 3% of its actual operating expenditure in its upstream business to the applicable host communities.
I think it's a major milestone for you all, host communities, because from now on, you will be on the driving seat, deciding, defining, executing, implementing growth and developmental projects, activities within your domain, but for your own prosperity. The Board of Trustees has a very important role to play. Board of Trustees is committed to ensure that the trust funds are being used efficiently and effectively towards our common objectives. As board members, also be reminded that you have to represent in the trust all the communities equally and fairly, not just the community that has appointed you in the trust.
The establishment of the Host Communities Development Trust as mandated by the Petroleum Industry Act reflects the collaborative efforts of the Nigerian Senate and the House of Representatives. NNPC Limited, while taking the lead in ensuring the development of host communities, is intentional towards its success. The Board of Trustees have been trained on the basic oil and gas exploration and business planning for non-professionals to guide them through the new assignment.
Okay, that's a very interesting one because for me it's always very saddening to see oil producing communities wallow in poverty without the basic amenities like lights, roads, schools, water, and all of that. Another thing that I feel very sad about is the unrest. You know, at all times, almost all the time, the community is always at war. You know,
demanding for their rights.
Yes.
Yeah, they see that as a way to demand
exactly
for their rights.
So it is my hope then that this Petroleum Industry Act will, you know, will see to these concerns, bring that harmonious coexistence, you know, between the oil companies and the communities, and let also the oil companies see that the communities that are producing this wealth need to benefit from this wealth. And the fact that some of their activities actually impact on the communities negatively, you know, should make them pay more attention to these communities to avoid these unrests.
Yeah. Okay. The Petroleum Industry Act as inaugurated in 2021 provided so many legal platforms that will ensure that host communities get what's due to them. And now with the launch of the board of trustees, the board members are expected to ensure that all host communities are equally and fair. All host communities equally and fairly get what's due to them. There's a certain percentage of whatever the company makes. That percentage
should go to the community.
Yeah, definitely. So they all have to keep to it. You ensure that the communities can see through their books. Government also can see through their books, so that what's due to whom is given to that person.
And they should respect each other's rights.
That's right.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a case between the state government and one of the oil servicing companies or producing companies here in Akwa Ibom. As at Monday, it was we heard, it was in the media that the company has never paid tax to the state government. Yeah, ever since they assumed they started working here in Akwa Ibom. They have some shady deals here and there. They don't show the government their books. The government can't tell who is working for them, who isn't, what's the term,
how much
how much do they even pay people working for them. Talking about specifically global oil. Yeah, no, not global oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the things that
the
this
issues.
act should address, and we hope it will address them. All right, we'll go on a short break now. When we come back, the Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Omoeno has charged members of the 10th House of Representatives on constructive constitutional review. Please don't go away. So glad to have you back. This is still Sunday News Special, and we are entering the second lap now. The next story is on the 10th Assembly. The Akwa Ibom State Governor Pastor Omoeno has charged members to come up with a constitution that will have provisions for states to benefit more from the natural resources obtained within their territories. Governor Eno gave the charge weekend at the first retreat organized by the House of Representatives Committee on the Review of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 at 4 Points by Sheraton Ikodekmene. Our Government House reporter Otobimo Okon has details.
The governor was represented by his deputy, Senator Kuneyarayi, noted that the responsibilities of the state in Nigeria were huge and definitely needed more finances to meet their obligations. Governor No informed the gathering that within the limits of the state resources, his Arise agenda was deployed to improve on the well-being of Akwa Ibom people by building roads, model schools, model health centers, and other projects to mark his first anniversary in office. He, however, noted that a lot needed to be done, especially in the areas of security and revenue allocation, which have been seemingly entangled with security problems across the country, and hoped that the experiences of the Constitutional Review Committee will help achieve what will be beneficial and favorable to all Nigerians.
I believe a constitution which truly espouses the principles of federalism will help to de-escalate tension in the country, resolve some of our most serious challenges, and birth a prosperous nation. By its very nature, a constitution is a people's document, We will continue to work with the administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to make life meaningful for all Nigerians residing in Akwa Ibom State.
The chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee, who also doubles as Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Mr. Benjamin Kalu, declared the retreat open. He said the constitutional amendments are instrumental in achieving better economic outcome by modernizing legal frameworks, enhancing institutional capacity, better enhancement of economic potentials, addressing emerging economic challenges, and facilitating inclusive development.
Today marks an important moment as the committee completes its first major retreat to receive the report of experts and consultants of the committee on appraisal of previous constitutional amendment bills, especially those that were either not passed by the national or state assemblies or were not given assent by the president. Deliberating the models or action plan for addressing the reservations that led to their rejection.
A goodwill message by the chairman of Conference of Speakers, State Legislatures in Nigeria, Mr. Debo Ogundoyin, sought the review of policies and laws in Nigeria, stating that there was fundamental national issues that should be looked into, including national policies, local government autonomy, resource control and revenue allocation, as well as centralization of power.
Our decisions or resolutions of the Parliament at the National or State Assembly level and the review of the amendment of the Nigerian Constitution must reflect the wishes of Nigerians in order to achieve an acceptable, implementable, and enforceable constitution.
Utobi Mokun, EKBC News.
Okay, this is still to strengthen what we're talking about earlier, Thank God these members of the 10th House of Representatives, had to converge in Akwa Ibom State for their retreat. And the governor was represented there by the deputy governor and still hammered on this. Because what the Constitution says has, a big influence on what happens to the people. So our eyes are on them as they are working on reviewing the Constitution. They should look at these areas, not only what concerns the natural resources, being people benefiting from what comes from their area, but a lot of other things need to be looked into
all
in this
sectors.
Yes, all sectors, education, every area, as far as this Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Constitution is concerned. So they should help us by opening their eyes, by looking at it line by line, and by doing what is necessary, what is to the good of the people, because they are the ones that we sent there to represent us.
We look forward to that.
Next up.
The Women Empowerment component of the Golden Initiative for All, GFI, the pet project of the wife of the governor, Pastor Patience Umoeno, has kicked off with the maiden edition of 100,000 Naira Women Empowerment for select women of Eket Senatorial District Women Forum. The disbursement of the grant was to help the women boost their businesses. The event held at Royalty Hotel, Eket, tagged Women Cash Empowerment.
Addressing the women of Eket Senatorial District, the wife of the governor, Pastor Patience Umoeno, said the gesture was in line with their rights agenda of the present administration of Governor Umoeno, who prioritizes the engagement of Akwa Ibom citizens in progressive ventures. Represented by the President General of the Eket Senatorial District Women Forum, Mrs. Idari Fremakban, the governor's wife explained that the beneficiaries were selected from the 12 local government areas of Eket Senatorial District is pressing her willingness to accommodate the interests of the grassroots in her projects and programs. She promised to closely monitor the beneficiaries to ensure that the funds received are used for the purpose it was meant for. The governor's wife, who described Governor Moino as gender-friendly, assured the women of more government support, saying better days lies ahead of Akwa Ibom women under the current administration.
She has decided to start the flag off in Eket Senatorial District. Women across the 12 local government areas of our Eket Senatorial District have come out to be empowered, to be given a seed for their businesses. And I want to believe that seed will grow, germinate, multiply, increase in the glory of God.
Speaking on her capacity as the president, Eket Senatorial District Women Forum, Mrs. Ida Rakpan thanked the wife of the governor for her magnanimity in empowering the women through her pet project, JIFA, promising that the women will always support her and her husband.
Her Excellency has decided to flag off the Women Cash Empowerment Program across the state for all the women of Akwa Ibom State.
In a brief talk on resource management, an aide to the governor's wife, Pastor, vital roles women play in the society, and celebrated the incredible potentials of women from Eket Senatorial District in supporting government programs. Pastor Abraham, who noted that women empowerment is one of the thematic areas of JIFA, harped on proper investment of the funds, savings, and record keeping for effective accountability.
So but when you don't have record keeping and you'll be that here the money, so one of the things that will help you with the fund that you're going to receive today is record keeping.
Other speakers who extolled the governor's wife for being compassionate were the chairman, Eket Transition Committee, Mr. Kaniyere Tommy, represented by his vice, Mrs. Comfort Okon, wife of Eastern Obolo Local Government Transition Committee Chairman, Mrs. Glory Ball, who spoke on behalf of Walgon, Barrister Aneyo, Owawan Mary Manete.
You know, you don't want to lose this money. You want to gain. And the record keeping is key.
We are very happy to be here because the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State is doing well.
Just few months and you have stepped out to give to your women, to support them in their different enterprises. Ma, you have done well.
Empowerment is not just a buzzword. It is a powerful catalyst.
High point of the event was the disbursement of the funds to the beneficiaries. The event was sponsored by JIFA in collaboration with Eket Senatorial District Women Forum. Eyagenopo, KBC News.
This indeed is a golden era, and people are being empowered, and I feel so glad that women are being empowered, because when a woman is empowered, someone said when a woman is empowered, the entire family is empowered. Yeah. Yes. So with a woman, you're sure the children, the husband, and everybody around her, you know, will be comfortable. I'm not saying that the men, you know, are not responsible, but we know the caring heart of women and how they like to carry people along. So the more women that are empowered, the more Akwa Ibomites that actually are empowered. And I give kudos to the governor's wife and her pet project for doing that in Eket Senatorial District, and do hope that it will go around all the senatorial districts.
Yeah, very commendable effort, if you ask me.
Okay. Young ladies in the state have been advised to believe in themselves, have the I can do spirit and put God first in all they do. The 2023-2024 Most Beautiful Girl in Akwa Ibom, Venus, Blessing Bassey Patrick, gave the advice when she appeared on a KBC TV breakfast show, Centerpoint, to talk about charisma in young talents. Ms. Blessing said it was self-confidence that made her win the pageantry in 2023, despite the number of girls who came out to contest.
I am from Idu, Urua Local Government Area, Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
I'm a 300 level student of the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies right now, and I'm 19 years old. I'm speaking to the beautiful young ladies out there. I need you to be prepared. Like, the shoes are big, the responsibilities are big, so you cannot just come because you want to be a beauty queen. You have to be resilient, you have to be strong enough to handle all these challenges that will come with it. You have to prepare for criticism, you have to prepare to work under pressure, you have to be ready to sacrifice your time, because it's not easy. You are going to have to cut down a lot of things you do before, because you are not a role model. People will do things and get away with it, but you will not get away with it. So you have to be an example for others. I need you to believe in yourself, be confident. You don't have to have a godfather or somebody to speak on your behalf. I did not have anybody to speak on my behalf.
Another beauty queen who came with her, Marcelina Obot, who is Miss Venus 2023-2024, spoke on the need to build up their career early and be humble in order to achieve success.
You just have to believe in yourself. Like me, I think confidence worked for me, boldness, outspoken, because I feel once you have those three characters, you're good to go. Because you cannot be a very shy person and expect to win a beauty pageant queen. And again, you need to be beautiful, because it doesn't just have to be with, actually it's beauty and intelligence, but to some extent your beauty has to speak for you.
Okay.
Because there are some persons that believe in facial beauty and not really what you have upstairs. But in beauty pageants, we believe in beauty and intelligence, so you have to have those two factors, and those are the two major factors in beauty pageants.
Yeah.
You also need God. Let him come true for you.
The CEO of Venus Beauty, who also appeared in the program, Mazi Chuks E. Nwiwe, said the reason he organizes the contest is to bring out talent in Akwa Ibom girls, appealing for support in the 2024-2025 edition coming up soon.
The government of the state is also helpful. We are still looking for sponsors, and I just hope that this second edition, please, is open for sponsors. We need to make a difference. I know that with time things will pick up. If you don't have the hearts to put in beauty pageant, please don't even go into it. This coming one is going to be on October 26th. That's where the grand finale will be holding. Then we're unveiling a billboard by Plaza. It's not going to be like judges sit down and judging people. No, everything will be strictly online.
That's wonderful, beautiful and intelligent girls. And the young woman talks about charisma, talks about confidence. I mean, that's like, you know, it's not in how much you know, it's not in yes, you have to know, but if you have to know without the confidence, you know, you will not go far. Without charisma in things like this, you won't go far. So it's a good thing that we have, you know, young women come out like this in times like this, you know, to encourage other young people. This is commendable.
Yeah, very commendable. I remember having that conversation with them sometime last week on one of our programs here, and I was quite impressed. And you know, no need asking how did she emerge, how did she emerge. You can see from their charisma, from their IQ
that she qualifies.
Yeah.
But there's a question on my mind. Did you ask that? Why did it have to take someone from another state to come and find beautiful girls?
I never asked. Because Akwa Ibom is open to investors.
I would have
anybody
asked
from anywhere.
I'm curious.
Yeah, would you ask him? You'll be asking our people now.
Anybody
from anywhere could invest. Okay. He has chosen to invest in.
He has seen the opportunity
in the beauty world.
Yeah.
You know, in showbiz, entertainment, he has chosen to invest.
Okay,
So
I hope we are not
him.
too busy in the farms, to remember this aspect. Okay, that's
and
all.
like he said, the 2024-2025 edition is already upcoming. So I'm interested, interested young girls. He said from the ages of 18 to 25. Can begin to
themselves.
That's right.
I'm sure they will also need sponsors.
Check out AKBC's social media handles. Check out their social media handles.
Okay.
You will find out where you can be part of that pageant.
Okay. That's our package for tonight, and we are glad that you've waited, you've stayed with us till this point, and we do hope you enjoyed yourself with the stories that we brought your way. We invite you to tune in again, same time, same station next week. That is 8 p.m. next week, Sunday, for more interesting reports.
From me, it's good night.
Yes, from all of us, and the studio hands and the producers, Paul and Udoro Boson and the other guys in the studio, Bong and others, Mfon. You guys have done a great job. God bless you. And to you, my viewer, God bless you. And we want to wish our children a happy Children's Day as they join other children around the Akwa Ibom State and other states of Nigeria to celebrate the Children's Day 2024 tomorrow, May 27. Do have a good night rest. God bless you from all of us. Bye.